Hey there, everybody. Welcome. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to another presentation of our 1987 Penn Fever Mets. They are in first place by 6 games, I believe. And there's only 6 games left in the season, or 7 games, so it's going to be tough. Let me see. All right, so we're right about to get started now. I brought out the Topps baseball cards for this game. This is probably the last game that I'm going to stream that isn't playoffs for the Mets. They are headed to the playoffs, and it's going to be today. We're facing Doug Drabek and the Pittsburgh Pirates here in Game 155. Barry Bonds is leading off. Here you got the Topps baseball cards for Bonds. Then it's Jose Lind, Future Stars. There you go. And I like the Topps baseball cards. I pull them out every so often just to get a view of, what it all looked like back there, what the players look like, and so on. Here's a young Bobby Bonilla batting fourth. And I bought the 88 set for the 87 season that I'm replaying. You always get one ahead, right? One year ahead so you get all the players from the previous year. Sid Bream is cleanup. He's batting fifth. He's a left-handed batter. Looks excited. R.J. Reynolds, again, another lefty. I believe he's a switch hitter, and I was not aware he was African-American. Now I am. Mike Lavalier, he is the Pirates catcher, batting, I think, seventh. Batting eighth is Felix Fermin. He will be I believe he's a shortstop. And then finally, it's going to be Doug Drabek, who is the pitcher, and there he is, Doug Drabek. Did I just go over all those cards above the camera? That was annoying. Sorry I did that. Anyway, and that's Doug Drabek. Now let's go over the Mets real quick. At home, it's Shea, Dwight Gooden. There he is on the mound. Then we're going to get Lenny Dykstra. He's in center field, followed by Tim Tuffle at second base. Dave Magadan, he's at first base, filling in for the injured Hernandez. Darryl Strawberry, the cleanup batter in right field. Batting in left field and batting fifth is Kevin McReynolds. Sixth is Gary Carter, the catcher. Hojo, seventh, the shortstop. The third baseman, Rafael Santana, shortstop, batting eighth, and batting ninth is going to be Dwight Gooden. We're going to get started. Appa basically plays very, very fast, so you're going to see that. And I'll go over these in case I cut them off earlier. I should have looked. I got to keep it better an eye. The other day I filmed using my phone and I never hit record, so I spent 40 minutes talking to myself. But anyway, so I got to double check those things, and I will. And that's it. All right, that's Topps baseball cards. We're ready to start. I'm going to be using a Digi Dugout score sheet, and we are ready to start. Now, when you play Appa, you must use the yellow cup. Now let's get started. It's going to be Barry Bonds. That's the first pitch, a 16. That's a ground ball shortstop. Santana up with it over to first and in time. One up and one down. Jose Lind with a 16. That again is up the middle, and after it is Santana gets there, throws on the run and gets Lind by half a step. And 62 is strike 3 on Van Slyke, 3 up, 3 down. Just like that. That's how quickly you can play Appa Basic, which is nice to get to play a quick season. Now with all the sim engines, you don't really need to play all that quick. You can just pick your games. It's going to be a strikeout. Dykstra goes down swinging. Nice Drabek curveball. And it's a comebacker to Drabek. Feels his position, throws out Tuffle. Now it's Dave Magadan. He's a left-handed batter. And a 64. That is going to be foul back. And a 65 is popped up. Catcher Lavalier throws his mask away. No runs, no hits. Go to top of the second. Bobby Bonilla leading us off. And he lifts one to left. Over is McReynolds towards the line. He gets there for out number 1. Bo Diaz, he is the outfielder. He's I believe, I'm not sure what position he's playing. Oh, Diaz is playing. He's not in the lineup. All right, and that was a 65. That's popped up to the catcher for Bream, and now it's R.J. Reynolds. Here's the pitch. 25, and that is the ground ball to shortstop. Santana up with it, throws out Reynolds, and that retires the side. Bottom of the second, Strawberry with a ground ball to the third baseman, backhanded by Bobby Bonilla, long throw to first, and in time. That's a strikeout for McReynolds, down swinging, heads dejectedly back to the bench on this. And now with 2 outs, Gary Carter, and that is a pop-up. Under it is Bonilla, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go top of the third. Lavalier starting us off, a 31, and that's a little ground ball and through the right side for a base hit. So Lavalier's on with a single. He'll play it safe, 66, and that's going to be line base hit. Stopping at second is Lavalier, back-to-back singles. Now the pitcher is going to square away, Drabek, and that's foul back. 0-2 the count. He squares again, and that's going to be a successful sacrifice. Both runners move up. 1-4. And we go to the top of the order, Bobby Bonds with runners on second and third. Playing 1987, Napa Basic. Infield is going to be, well, you know what? It's going to be in for the Mets. And the 13 is a walk. That loads the bases. And Jose Lynn with the infield in. Oh, that's going to be a potential error. That's not the number we like to see. And it's a 21 on the randomizer. It's the randomizer. It becomes a 15 with the bases loaded. This is when we got to check the charts. Most of the numbers I know by heart. Our left fielder is a 3. A 15 is going to be a single to left. Runners advance 2 bases. So it's 2-0. Around to score is Lavalier scores easily, followed by Fermin. Over to third is Bonds. First and third, 2-run single for Jose Lynn, future star, like the card says. And the Pirates are up 2-0. It's going to be Andy Van Slyke. Infield is in for the Mets, and that's going to be a 55, an 8 on a. We got first and third. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to send Lynn to third. 3-0. Center fielder gets an RBI single. And the Pirates are beating up on Gooden a little bit here early on in the top of the third inning. First and third, infield's in for the Mets. And Bobby Bonilla, we need a strikeout. We're not going to get it. That's going to be extra bases almost for sure. And it is. That's going to score. Van Slyke is fast. Is he fast? He should score on that. First and third. And a 6 to double clears the bases. 5-0, just like that. So it's a two-run double for Bonilla. He's the third baseman. And it's 5-0, just like that. And now it's Sid Bream. Here's the pitch to Bream, a 31, and that's base hit. Bonilla around to score. And now we're looking at, there's only 1 out here, and we're thinking of fatigue already has set in. For sure it's set in. So we're going to bring in a new pitcher. Mets are going to bring, I guess, Leach is going to come in. So that's it. It's a quick trip to the showers for our ace, Doc Gooden. Allows 6 runs in the top of the third inning on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. R.J. Reynolds. Leach against R.J. Reynolds. Here's the pitch, 25 with a runner on first. Leach is the B, so that is a ground ball to the third baseman for out number 2. Only 1 play. And this is going to take us to 3 and 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7, and then 8 and 9. All right, it's going to take us to Mike Lavalier with 2 outs. And runner on first. And the 24 is a fly ball left field, and that retires the side. Just like that. 6-0 Pirates on 6 hits. We go to bottom of the third now. It's going to be Hojo leading it off with a 15. That's line center field. Base hit. Hojo's on with a single, and there goes Hojo, stolen base. That's the way APA plays it. It's basically tells you it's an automatic steal. Santana up, and that is a base hit center field. Around to score is Hojo. RBI single for Santana. Not Dwight Gooden, but Leach is going to bat here. Well, we're down 6-0. But Leach is going to bat. He's going to bunt. Let's see if we can get it to happen. No, we don't. He's going to hit away this time. And a 65's popped up. That's the catcher level. Yeah, he flips his mask away, and he makes the catch. Drabek is from Victoria, Texas, not far from where I am. Lenny Dykstra with a runner on first, 63, and that's fly out, center field. Under it is the center fielder, Van Slyke. Tuffle, line, base hit. Oh, no, that's going to be extra bases. And it's going to be a double. That's going to score Santana. RBI double with 2 outs for Timmy Tuffle. And it's a 6-2 ball game now. Dave Magadan. It's a little chopper to shortstop. Waits back now, charges, fires the first. And Fermin right on target gets Magadan. Mets pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Fermin leading it off in the top of the 4th with a 55, and that's going to be a fly ball center field off Leach. Next is the pitcher, Snake Eyes, and that's going to be, again, another fly ball, shallow center. Racing in is Dykstra, and he gets there for the out. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. 6-2 Pirates, Appa, Pennant Fever. They've won the division. Almost guaranteed. It's almost impossible for them to lose it. They have a tremendous offense. It's one thing that I picked up. The pitching is not all that great, and Leach strikes out. Bonds, 3 up, 3 down. Go to bottom of the 4th. Strawberry, 22, and that's a drive, deep right field in the gap, and that's going to hit off the top of the wall. It looks like it was gone. It's going to be a leadoff double for Strawberry. McReynolds next with a 24, and that's lifted to left. Back goes the third baseman, Bonilla. In comes the left fielder, Bonds, and Bonds calls him off. Gary Carter, 31, and that is a base on balls, first and second. Hojo, 44, and that is going to be a fly, a sacrifice fly. It's going to be 6-3 now. That's a ball that's hit pretty deep to center field, and that's a sacrifice fly to 8 RBI. Run scores there thanks to the third baseman. That's the 3rd run for the Mets. Carter still at first. He's going station to station, and that's popped up to the catcher, and that retires the side just like that. Mets pick up a run on a hit, a walk, and a sacrifice fly. 6-3 the score. Let's write that in so we remember. All right, top of the 5th. Lynn, 25, and that is a fly ball. On the run is Dykstra in the gap and runs it down. Van Slyke with a 66. That's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Strawberry to the track to the wall. That's out of here. Van Slyke drives one deep for a home run. And that's run number 7 for the Pirates. Next is Bobby Bonilla. And that's a little ground ball comebacker back to Leach. Over to first. Scooped out by Magadan, playing first base today. 2 outs, and that's a comebacker again. And that retires the side. 1 run on 1 hit. It's 7-3 now. Pirates. The home run by Van Slyke. Bottom of the 5th. Leach is going to lead off. We're going to let him bat. And that is a ground ball to third base. 1 away. Dykstra. And a 4-3. That's a grounder to second. This time it's Lynn to his left. Whips it over to first for the out. And now Tuffle flies out to center, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Again, Leach is going to go to 6 now. This is his 4th inning of work. R.J. Reynolds, 62, and that is a strikeout. See, 1-2, second strikeout, and a 52 is a ground ball to the third baseman. That is Johnson over to first and in time. And for me with a 55, and that's flied out to center. That's 3 up, 3 down. All right. That's going to be it for Leach. So Leach went 3 and 3.2, and it was 2.1 for Dwight Gooden. We're going to probably bring in, let's see who we're going to bring in next. We'll bring in McDowell. All right. Dave Magadan against Doug Drabek. It's going to be ball 4. Next is Darryl Strawberry, and he lines one to right center field. Hustling to third is Magadan. First and third, nobody out. Reynolds, 46, and he strikes out. Swings through a fastball, the high cheese gets him. Carter with first and third, and a 12 with first and third is going to be a little ground ball to the first baseman. Goes to second for one. Back to first. 3-6-3 double play. I'm going to just make sure that Linda's a 7, 10, 13, 21, 27, 27, and they have a really good outfield. It's a 6. That's 6. That's an 8. 27. That's 35. All right, just makes it to the B. All right, so that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. We go to top of the 7th. New pitcher is going to be Roger McDowell. He's a CZ pitcher. And it's going to be you know what? We're going to keep the pitcher in there, Drabek. He's going to, it's a little ground ball to the first baseman, Magadan. Over to first. McDowell covers for the out. 1 up, 1 down. That's popped up to the catcher, Gary Carter. Towards the stand, slips his mask away, makes the catch. Lind is up next with 2 outs, and that's a strike 3. Curveball gets Lind, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7-3 Pirates. Gary Hojo leading us off, 51, and that is a pop-up. Third base right there, Bonilla. Santana's next. Ground ball, second base. And now it's McDowell. We're going to bring in a pinch hitter for McDowell on this one. And then we'll bring in, I guess, Gene Walter can come in for a game. Who are we going to bring in to pinch hit? He's a righty, so we're going to look for a lefty here. You know what? We're going to bring in Lee Mazzilli, pinch hit. He's our pinch hitter extraordinaire. Hollywood Mazzilli, pinch hitter. He's ready. Here's the pitch from Drabek, 25. That's line. Base hit for Mazzilli. Another base hit, pinch hit, base hit for Mazzilli. I'd like to know how many of those he has. All right, so 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch from Drabek to Lenny Dykstra. That's he gets a hold of one, drives it in the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Scoring is Mazzilli, 7-4 now. And into second base with an RBI double is Lenny Dykstra. Next is what's the score? It's 7-4, and it's Tim Tuffle. That's popped up. This time it's going to be to the third baseman. Bonilla makes the catch, and that retires the side. 1 run on 2 hits. We go to the top of the 8th, and we're going to bring in Walter. See if we can get 1 inning out of him. Andy Van Slyke. Ooh, that's a deep drive. No doubt about that one. That is out of here. Second home run of the day. That's his 3rd hit as well. Van Slyke drives a slider deep into the night by Bonilla. And that's a foul back. Oh, no, that's actually a base on balls. So Walter walks Bonilla. 33, and that's going to be for sure, almost for sure, extra bases. And it is. Bonilla is he fast? And Bonilla is going to hold the third base. So that's going to be it for Walter. Just like that, he's gone. Did not do very much. Gave up a home run, a walk, and a double. And now we're going to bring in who's batting. Reynolds is a switch hitter, so we're going to bring in Myers. Randy Myers, good fastball. And he fills in for the Mets. Here's the pitch, a 35, and that's a 40 with the infield in. Second and third. And that's going to be an error on the second baseman. A little ground ball to second base and bobbled by Tuffle. Everybody's safe. Run scores. So it's going to be an E4. Run scores on the error there. And that's going to be right field. So first and third, infield is in for Lavalier against Myers, 55. That's going to be a fly ball center field. That's going to be a sacrifice fly. Oh, Bream, I believe he's slow, so he is not. So he's going to score. RBI. Staying at first is Reynolds. That's the first out of the inning. Fermin with a 24, and that's a fly ball left field. Racing in is McReynolds, and he gets there for the out. And next is Drabek, ground ball second base, over to first, and that retires the side. But they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, an error, and a walk. And they lead it 9-4 now. All right, Drabek is still in the ball game. So it's going to be Magadan leading it off, 23, and that is a fly to right. 1 away. Bottom of the 8th, 66. Oh, that's a deep drive for Strawberry. And back goes the right fielder, Reynolds, to the track to the wall. That's out of here. Darryl Strawberry connects for a home run. McReynolds next. And that's a fly ball left field. 2 out. Gary the Kid Carter, 41, grounded slowly shortstop, and racing in is Fermin. Throws on the run and gets his man. It's 9-5 now. 1 run, 1 hit. We go top of the 9th. And Myers is still in there against Barry Bonds, 36. That's a base on balls. Lynn with a 56. That's a strikeout. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Van Slyke with a fly to left. McReynolds is there, makes the catch. And it's Bobby Bonilla, 2 outs. And that is ball 4. Sid Bream with 2 on and 2 out. Pitch to Bream. Oh, that's going to be a potential error again. That's a 46. That's a 19 with runners on first and second. A 19 is going to be an error, advance 2 bases. So ground ball to third baseman, and he boots it. It rolls away from him. 1 run's going to score on that. So 1 run's going to score on the error third base. And that is the 1, 2, that is the second error by the Mets. I thought they had 3 errors, but I don't think they did. They had 2 errors. 1 by a third baseman, 1 by a second baseman. All right, 2 outs, 2 on. Score is 10-5, Pittsburgh. Batter is Reynolds. Oh, that's another potential error. Holy smokes. 42, and this is going to be to the shortstop this time with runners on first and third. And, oh, no, it's a hit by pitch. Sometimes that becomes hit by pitch. Hit batter, that loads of bases. We're bringing a new pitcher to face Lavalier because this is just not working. Let's see who we can bring in here. I guess we're going to bring in Jesse Orozco. So Orozco's in there. See if Orozco can get the last out. Bases loaded. Lavalier the catcher. Here's the pitch, 42, and that is ball 4. No, that's going to be ball number 2. Luckily, we brought in Orozco. All right, again, that's ball 4 this time. He's going to force in a run, RBI walk. And that is the second RBI for Lavalier today. So another run comes in, and the score now is 11-5. And Fermin with a 23, and that's strike 3, and that retires the side. So Mets finally get out of that inning. They gave up 2 runs on 2 walks, an error, a hit by pitch. No, 3 walks, an error, and a hit by pitch. Holy smokes. That's an epic fail. All right, so it's the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Hojo leading us off against Drabek, who's going for a complete game. It's a ground ball, second base. Up with it is Lynn, throws out Hojo. Next is Santana, 31, and that is a pop-up to the third baseman. And then Lee Mazzilli. Oh, no, not Lee Mazzilli. That's a new pinch hitter. It's going to be Wally Backman. Wally Backman comes into pinch hit at 25, and that's going to be line base hit center field. Played on a hop by the center fielder, Vance Slyke. And now it's Lenny Dykstra, 64, and that's a strikeout. That ball game's over. So Drabek goes a complete game, allows 5 runs. Let me see how many hits he allowed. This is interesting. I don't think he allowed. That's 4 hits, 5 hits, 6, 7 hits, 8. 9 hits. All right. One more and I would have pulled him. And how many walks? He's got a walk there. A walk there. That's it. Okay. So pretty good day for Drabek. He struck out 2, 3, 4. So Drabek completes the game. I believe I said he gave up 9 hits. And then 2 walks. Struck out 4. He hit 1 bad. No, that was one of my pitchers. That was one of the Mets pitchers hit a batter. Yeah, that was Myers hit a batter. And let's see. See how many pitchers he faced. 37 batters. And earned run. He gave up how many earned runs? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 earned runs. But he picked up the win and he went 9, so that's nice to see. So 9 hits for the Mets. They lost 11-5. And this is probably, so let's see how many hits the Mets gave up. They gave up none there. 2, 3. There was 6 in this, so that'll be 9. So the Mets gave up 9 runs. And Mets made 2 errors. The Pirates made none. So it's 11 runs for the Pirates, 9 hits, no errors. Mets had 5 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. That's about it. The CP Cards and Dice saying Pennant Fever for the 87 Mets. They're going to be playing in the playoffs. This is very exciting. That's one of the reasons I picked 87, because the Mets had a very good record in 87. They only lost first place by 3 games. So in this replay, they were able to overcome those 3 games. And they're going to be in the playoffs, so that's going to be exciting. Appa Basic. Take care, guys.